Today I got time, cuz.
All you hoes, all of you hoes.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You gonna help me? He nutted on my leg.
Man, at least while I'm there, I want to get a few hawkers in.
Yeah, where were your children when you was living in Brazil?
In your girl's mouth, nigga.
Sensational.
I love big booty Latinas.
Nigga said Rello here with the crash out now. Rello out here with the crash out now. Hey, oh, that's a woman. That's a woman. Hey, oh.
Why you gonna leave my phone? Give me my phone!
I got 2 phones. Spin the check and get it right back.
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chickens, turkeys, rabbits. I want to do hood rat stuff for my friend. Honey.
What's going on, everybody? Classes in session. I'm brother from another mother. International. How do you do today?
I'm not Steve.
I'm not Steve.
Who look like Steve?
I'm not Rello either. But shit, man. We got an action-packed show, crazy show. But yeah, man. What's poppin', slime? What's Gucci chat? We got some people in the building. Got some mafia. Dame mi celular.
Amen.
Dame mi celular.
Shout out to King H. The only real way to avoid an RPG assassination is to book the consultations. 6 exactly,
100%,
man.
100%.
Exactly, man. We keep telling them. Bro.
You don't want to get hit by an RPG. Book
You
that
should have booked a
consultation.
consultation. You ain't had a game. Shout out to everybody, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We're back with another video. We appreciate you guys. We're going to jump into our housekeeping real quick, and we'll jump into the show. Sorry about the tardiness, guys. We were handling some things here, and we needed to make sure we got everything right here on the back end for the show. Again, guys, we are using a new platform, so just bear with us. Also, guys, make sure you like the video, okay, and hit the Cash App. The Cash App's on the top right-hand side of the screen, guys. You can scan with your phone and hit the QR code, or you guys can certainly go ahead and just type in $Mentuition and send in your Cash Apps. We'd greatly appreciate it. All right, guys? All right, let's go over our housekeeping real quick, guys. Let me share screen. Here we go. Make sure you guys check out our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Mentuition. It's where you guys are going to see all the behind the scenes. All right. And it is free to join our Patreon, guys. However, if you want to unlock all the uncensored content, you do have to sign up. Okay. We have 3 different tiers. All you got to do is hit the become a member button right here, and you will see the general admission tier as the first tier. You get access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive Patreon uncensored content, exclusive Discord content, access to our videos before they hit YouTube, access to our WhatsApp group, exclusive behind the scenes footage, and special Discord access. Next up, we have our VIP tier. You get access to all of our not safe for YouTube content, priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only live stream, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, 1 free consultation question to answer per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off consultations, 10% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. And last but not least, if you want to support us at the highest level, guys, join the All Access Pass membership. This is how you guys can support us. Again, at the top tier level, you get 1 free consultation per month up to 1 hour, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 20,000 remote jobs, access to our personal cell phone numbers, access to the Mentuition Mafia WhatsApp group, free exclusive member-only meetups, VIP access discounts, merch on our yacht parties and other events. And guys, don't forget to join the Discord. The Discord is in the link in the description below, or you can go to mentuitiondiscord.net. And guys, don't forget to join our Facebook group. We have over 1,000 members in our Facebook group, guys, and counting. It's going up and up and up. Shout out to Al for curating that, man. The Facebook group is super, super lit. Also, guys, join our YouTube membership. It is called the Mentuition Mafia. It's only $3.99. As you guys know, we got remonetized a few weeks ago, so you can now join up and you can send in your super chats. But remember, guys, YouTube takes 30%, so we prefer PayPal or Cash App. And last but not least, guys, check out our website, mentuitionnetwork.com, where you can book a consultation with us, guys, 30 minutes or 1 hour. We have some other great things on the website that you can check out as well. So make sure you guys go. You can also sign up, just like you sign up for the Patreon, you can sign up for the website for those same tiers that you see on Patreon.
And if you sign up for Patreon, you get access to the website's tiers. There's certain things that we only post on the website. So
100%.
yeah, man, anybody that's a member of Patreon automatically gets access to the membership on the website. We appreciate your support. And we're about to dive right into this show, man.
That's facts.
All right, guys, we have some breaking news. Breaking news. Guys, Jay Rello is in the news again. He's in the news again, guys, for supposedly, allegedly, crashing his car in DR for views, okay? The guy whose car's Rello crashed is very upset. He doxed Rello, put out all his information, guys, told him about everything. Guys, this is a bunch of bullshit, man. Rello is looking really bad right now, guys. My heart.
It breaks my heart.
You know that I know that's Luco Pirado. You ate your tacos and I ate McDonald's.
All right, guys, we're going to talk about it, man. Rello is being doxxed right now online from this guy who's upset about what happened with this whole car crash situation. You know, some people may say it was a coincidence that Rello got into a car crash. At the time he got into a car crash, he was on his way to Sosua, okay? And he was getting into it at the time with K9. And I think that, you know, it did kind of happen at an interesting time, but I don't know if someone would purposely crash their car, chat. I don't know if that's really something that people are doing, that Rello would do. But there has been some speculation. So we're going to bring up a video of DC Born Rob, who actually covered this story, guys. And he doesn't normally talk about Rello at all. So Rello has been, I'll tell you this, Rello, I know you're probably watching. You have been talked about by a lot of big channels or channels that don't even normally talk about you. Now, I'm not a firm believer if they're saying, you know, what's the thing? All press is good press. I don't necessarily think that. Rello, we do need to talk on the back end, pause, no Diddy, about everything that's going on. Hope you're okay. But we got to talk about it, man, because this is a huge story in the space. So let's bring it up. And Rello, if you're here, you're certainly welcome to jump on the panel. DC Born Rob went over this, and Al was pretty surprised because he never talks about Rello. I feel like certain creators are trying to avoid Rello, or at least talking about him. But not DC Born Rob. So let's bring it up here. Here we go.
Breaking news. Dominican car rental owner files charges on YouTuber Jay Rello. If you're not familiar with my channel, I report the news for Central and South America with a special attention on Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. I do these videos for those that want to know before they go, as well as for expats that live there and want to hear the FBI background check. Get yours in 24 to 48 hours using On Call Colombia. OnCallColombia.com. The information is on the screen as well as in the description of all my videos. Make sure you tell them Rob sent you. Okay, guys, so as the screen comes down, allow me to take a second and say a sub or a communicated, established all rental car.
There we go.
His name is Mr. Rodriguez. The best I can tell, he's a small rental car owner in the DR. He just has a few cars. So the loss of this one car is a pretty big deal. So if you're not familiar with the story, this is what I can gather. And don't quote me on all the details, but Jay Rello rented a rental car from him, wrecked the car, and then somehow he left the country. I'm not going to fill in any of the details. I don't know any more than that I can verify. So I'm not going to put it out there. Now, the statement that I'm getting ready to read comes directly from the rental car owner. I communicated with him earlier today, and he just wants this out. He's out $5,000 because of this, and he thinks he got snuck off on. So he wants you and everybody else to know, be on the lookout. This guy is a scammer. So let's just jump into his statement right away. Again, the following statement is from Mr. Wilfred Ramon Jerez Rodriguez. This is all from his point of view, but the police records corroborate his statements. With the permission of the administrators, I want to make this case public, which I've been handling since October 30th of 2025. This foreigner, an American national and a YouTuber well known among Americans, goes by the name Rello on YouTube. And his real name is Frini Jarrell Gershon. I rented him a gray 2018 Honda CRV for only 4 days. I picked him up at the Santiago airport. We completed a standard rental agreement with insurance
driver's
and
license
a 25 airport CRV for only 4 days. I picked him up at the Santiago airport. We completed a standard rental agreement with insurance and a 25% deductible stated in the contract. He said he was going to Cabarete, but immediately after leaving the Santiago airport, he headed towards Punta Cana. While traveling through Santo Domingo, he intentionally caused an accident in order to generate views for his YouTube channel. He caused serious injuries to 2 people.
That's wild. Can we run that back, Turbo?
Yeah, man. Let's run that back, guys.
Run that back, Turbo.
Because you guys gotta. I mean, let's really listen in here.
This foreigner, an American national.
Damn.
Foreigner.
And
Gotta run that back
well
too.
known among
Run that back,
Americans,
Turbo.
goes by the name Rello on YouTube. And his real name is Frini Jarrell Gershon. I rented him a gray 2018 Honda CRV for only 4 days. I picked him up at the Santiago airport. We completed a standard rental agreement with insurance and a 25% deductible stated in the contract. He said he was going to Cabarete, but immediately after leaving the Santiago airport, he headed towards Punta Cana. While traveling through Santo Domingo, he intentionally caused an accident in order to generate views for his YouTube channel. He caused serious injuries to 2 people. Roadside assistance and AMET arrived immediately, and he was arrested at the Villa Maya police station in Santo Domingo. From Puerto Plata, I left at 11 p.m. to assist my client first, so that he would not have to spend the night at a police station and instead stay with me in a hotel in a comfortable room. The following day, September 1st, we went to the police station. I took responsibility for the damages to the third party and for the 2 injured people caused by my client. I also paid the bail so that he could be released from custody. He told me to take him to Punta Cana, where his family was, and that he would pay me for the damages caused and his 25% deductible responsibility as stated in the contract. I immediately proceeded and traveled to Punta Cana, protecting my client at all times until we arrived. Once there, he told me to keep his passport as a guarantee that he would pay me. We stopped at the Plaza Juan Pablo in Bávaro, Punta Cana, and he went into Jumbo to withdraw the money to pay me. I waited 3 hours and he never came out. He contacted the embassy, obtained a second passport, and left the country. Attached is the formal complaint and arrest warrant so that others are aware of this individual. He is a thief, a scammer, and an abuser of trust. So again, that is from the rental car manager. His name again is Wilfred Ramon Jerez Rodriguez. And that's from his point of view. He's putting this out there because he feels like you guys need to know. Don't rent to this guy. Don't give him an Airbnb. Just don't deal with him. I got a lot of comments, a lot of thoughts in my head. Let's put it that way. But I'm not going to let them out right here. I'm going to leave that to the other pundit. So I'll leave it to Razor Rays. And also, and let me take a moment.
All right, chat. So that's the story. Man, there's a lot to unpack here, chat. A lot to unpack. And we're gonna, just really go over the whole situation. So I remember when this situation happened, I think I spoke with Rello on the phone. I'm just trying to make sure he was okay. Heard he got into a car crash. From what I understood, he, went to the hospital, or maybe the people that were hurt, he was still dealing with them. I believe that when it happened, he didn't flee the scene. It's hard to believe that a person would purposely crash their car for views. Now, is the first thing I would do when I crash my car is go live, not necessarily, but you know, in this day and age, guys, everything is content. People do. Jack Daugherty, this like this white kid that does streaming. He like flipped over his McLaren and crashed it, totaled it. The first thing he did is record it and went live or went on TikTok instead of calling for 911 or maybe he called for 911, but then he's like, all right, let me take my phone out and vlog this. Or like, we're in the day and age, guys, where people just are going to record everything and anything that's going on for content. So I'm not going to necessarily blame Rello for that. But just starting with the first part, do I think he purposely totaled a car and injured 2 people for content? Absolutely not. I think that's a reach. I think that Rello's smarter than that. Even though a lot of you guys think he's stupid. I don't think he's stupid. I've talked to him behind the scenes and he knows exactly what he's doing. So I don't necessarily think that's to be the case. As far as getting out on that guy, not paying him, you know, that's another thing. I don't really know. I can't speak on that specifically. If he did do that, you know, I don't necessarily think that's cool. And I think that, you know, in these countries, you know, it's going to be hard for him to come back to DR after that. Like there might be an actual arrest, you know, for him as soon as he gets off the plane. So I doubt we see Rello in DR anytime soon, if ever again. Low-key said everything is not content. People seeing validation and clout try to make everything content. Yeah, it sucks, Low-key. I agree everything isn't content, but this is the day and age where everyone has one of these and everyone has connection to the internet for the most part. And it's just people pull out their phones now for everything. Sometimes phones can save lives and content, posting it, going live, whatever can be good. And then sometimes it can be bad. But my question to you, Low-key, and those of you in the chat, do you honestly think Rello purposely totaled a car, put 2 people in the hospital, potentially, just for clicks and views?
We'll do a poll. No, did he? I put a video in the private chat.
Okay.
The last one.
The last one. Okay.
Yeah.
And Mickey, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. And I get it, man. A lot of people, like a lot of you guys, you know, don't like Rello, or, you know, you think he's crash out content. You know, obviously, you know, there's some things that happen in some of these countries like DR, like over in Nairobi. But, you know, I talked to Rello. We've done some streams with him. He knows what he's doing, bro. He knows what he's doing. Is everything that he's doing right? Absolutely not. But, you know, as a man, bro, you have to have your own pathway. So I think that crash out content is what a lot of people want, but I don't think Rello would purposely crash his car for crash out content. Like I'm sorry, I just can't think. I can't. But would he possibly not pay the dude and leave? And, you know what I'm saying? That could possibly be. You know, again, I haven't talked to him about that. That seems to be more likely than him, you know, just railing his car into someone on purpose. Like, you have, like, think about it, guys. Purposely crashing means you have to drive a certain speed, find somebody, run into them. I don't know. You want me to play this video next, or did you want to?
Yeah. You can play this next.
All right, let's play this real quick.
This is an older video.
Okay.
This story where one person was hurt in a car crash at a McDonald's in Springfield. Springfield police spokesman Ryan Walsh told 22 News the man driving the car was traveling eastbound on Boston Road without his lights on and at a high rate of speed. The driver clipped the vehicle pulling out of a parking lot at the 700 block of Boston Road, then struck a fire hydrant and a curb before rolling over through another parking lot, striking 2 parked vehicles.
I said Mickey D's.
It's a different.
Okay.
Here it is. This was like
Is that the aftermath?
Yeah, I was trying to find the actual, like, the news article, but all I see is this short, so I'll play this.
Put it in the private. I'll grab it. So this is the same guy, though, right?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
this was the one that I was looking for. This
Okay.
last one.
Send it to me real quick.
I just put it in the private chat.
Hold on, chat. This, I guess it's centered around McDonald's, but that's not the right one. All right, here it is right here. It's a short, looks like. Here we go. All right.
Fuck McDonald's. I'm finna crash into it on my mama.
The driver was able to get out of the car without help and is recovering from their injuries.
TikToker Amigo Chino placed on house arrest for crashing into a McDonald's.
If this video blow up, I'll cut the shit off right now on my mama. Fuck McDonald's. I'm finna crash into it on my mama.
Yeah, he did that too. And he was playing the song The Race by TK, meaning like he's gonna run away from the cops and do all that stuff. So it's like if I get this many number of views, I'm gonna crash into this McDonald's. And then he did it. And then he's like, if I get this many likes, I'm gonna cut my ankle bracelet. And then he cut that, you know, and then was on the run from the cops and got arrested again. But yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy.
There are people, guys, that will do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think you put up a poll, no Diddy, right? Do I think Rello would go that far? I don't know, Chad.
I don't think so either. But who knows? Who knows what really happened? You know, if I had to guess, I don't, you know, most people aren't gonna just crash their car, you know, purposely on some just for views.
Absolutely.
I don't think that was the case. He wasn't even like recording while he was doing it. He started recording afterwards. That's some stuff. Yo, I'll just crash it. You're live. You do that. That's what I would think. But also, I'm not a crash out, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, I think Rello. I think something was going to happen on that trip. Not a car crash, but you know, if he went to Sosua, he might have gotten to it with K9, or you know what I'm saying. There's definitely something that could have happened out of that, but I don't necessarily think it was a car crash. So I think that he just honestly made a mistake, and I think sometimes when things happen like that, people want to create content out of it. So, like I said, I will say Rello has been in the news a lot this past year, 2025 up into 2026. And, you know, definitely for the wrong reasons. And I hope that he can get out of that and be more positive. I think we enjoy Rello when he's just, you know, doing his fundies, laughing, talking some shit a little bit on people, being funny, doing his little sound effects with his, you know, all that shit. Like, that's funny to me. On the couch with a girl, just doing him. You know what I mean? I think when it gets to being like, you know, like I said, like, to the point where he's getting arrested and cops are called. This is real life, man. People are really, you know, things are really at stake. People can really go to jail. People can really lose their lives over this stuff. And again, a lot of people, they enjoy this kind of content. I personally don't. I enjoy Rello, like I said, when he's more at like, you know, he's not turned up to fucking 10. Like, I like about 5, 6 to 7 Rello. When he's turned up on 10 and he's just crashing out crazy stuff happens. I don't want to see any, you know, man, let alone a black man getting into issues overseas, bro. Like, when we go overseas, we try to avoid as much conflict as possible, guys. It's just not cool. No one wants to be in a Dominican Republic jail. I know I don't. So shout out to Low-Key. He said, do you think he was looking for something to one-up his prior trip? Yes. I said, do I think? I'm sorry. Crashing a car, not sure if I think that was on purpose. I do think that he was probably trying to record while driving.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Very possible.
That's kind of what I believe too. I don't think he was necessarily doing it on purpose, but who knows? It could happen. Come on now, why you got to do Springfield like that? Man, that dude did Springfield like that, man. I was just showing the video, man. It's possible he may have been trying to stream, lost focus, and crash the car. I think that's what happened. I mean, it was raining too. It weren't the elements. A lot of people just are speeding when it's raining, or they don't slow it. Like, you're supposed to drive slower when it's raining. You're supposed to drive like, I think 10 below the speed limit or something like that, technically, when it's raining. When things are happening. So, you know, I don't think he did it on purpose either necessarily, but I also could see it happening on purpose. I just.
Right. 64% people said no, they don't believe he did it on purpose. So.
That's where I'm at. 64% of me probably thinks no, he didn't do it.
Yeah. So now moving forward with it, chat, the guy who the guy who loaned the car out to Rello, he doxed Rello and put all his information online. Put his driver's license, put his address. I think he put his passport out there. What do you guys think about that? Like, okay, he didn't pay him, so he gets to just leak all his information. Okay. Now, the problem with that is we have a lot of trolls online, a lot of people that will call Rello's number. He's probably had to change his number. He's probably, maybe that's just an old address on his driver's license, but who knows, right? Like when you live stream chat or when you're even editing footage, there's a joke in the chat rooms that say leaked, right? LEAKED, leaked, like you're leaking your address, you're leaking this, you're leaking that. That's what got Pop Smoke popped in LA. Okay, was that he was live and he leaked his address. PNB Rock, I think was the dude that got deleted in LA as well. Okay, leaked his location at what's the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. He got deleted at Roscoe's chat. So we have to be very careful with our information. And Rello was very careful. He just gave the information to a guy who he's renting a car from because he had to, right? That's the whole point of rental companies is that, you have to exchange information and insurance or whatever it is, or sign up for their insurance in order to get their car. So, if I were Rello, I would try to make things right with that guy the best I could. He kind of already leaked his information. But maybe there's something he can do. If Rello didn't pay him or Rello fled, ran off, maybe that's his way of saying, hey man, you run off on me, you run off on my money. Okay, I'll leak your information. Right. So it's kind of crazy.
I mean, there's not the same laws and rules in the DR.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're playing with fire. You give them all your personal information, and then you screw them over and expect them to not screw you over.
Absolutely.
So,
is it possible you may have been trying to stream and we saw that already? Someone said, Al, what would you do? Steve, what would you do if I crashed your car and refused to pay you for the damages?
I mean, are you saying it as if we're the owners of the place? I mean, I think it's a lot different what we would do here in the United States towards somebody like that. I mean, I call insurance in the States. Over there, it's not the same. They don't have the same type of insurance. The insurance might not cover it. He might still be paying on the car. You never know. Want to play another video. Shout out to K9. I put his live in the chat. He went live yesterday. Got a chance to catch some of it. Had to turn some of it off because I was losing brain cells because he had some ninjas on the panel that we don't really rock with.
I don't see it in the private chat.
Sassy Cassie.
Is this last one?
This says K9 live. Yo, K9, what's good, man? If you want to come up to the panel and talk about everything, you are welcome. We could drop the link, but shout out to him for reporting on it. He was like one of the first people to report on it. I just couldn't watch the whole thing because I can't watch some of the people that were on the panel. Eugene, all that stuff. This dude's sassy dude that just runs the gossip and starts chatty pattying about everyone. So yeah, I watched some of it. But yeah, shout out to him for reporting that.
Yeah. Was there a timestamp or just
I gotta use the viewfinder.
Okay. I was gonna find the timestamp. Guys, this AI is getting really crafty. Look at this. Shout out to K9, man. These AIs are getting extremely crafty now. I will admit. Okay. Extremely
shout out
crafty.
to K9 too. K9's K9 kind of has beef with Rello. However, he could have he got all of the information sent to him. He could have easily doxed Rello. He could have put all that stuff out, but he actually went through, took the time, edited out all of Rello's personal information.
Yeah.
But I thought that was cool of him not to leak it, even though they had beef or whatever. So
yeah.
I'm gonna find the part.
While he's looking for that, chat, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys hit the Cash App, $ Intuition. As a matter of fact, our Cash App isn't at the top. Damn, I said it was at the top at the beginning of the show, guys. We're on a different platform. I will put the Cash App up on the screen, guys, on the next show. But it's $ Intuition. Okay, if you guys want to send the Cash App, $ Intuition, and you can also send in your PayPal's as well.
It's at 220.29.
220.29. All right, cool. Let me go to that timestamp. 220.29.
Bruh, this dude just be running to gossip because he's a sassy. Like, I can't watch. I can only watch so much of that.
Take care of your business, man. Take care of your business. That's all you got to do, and it's not gonna be that big of a deal, bro.
You can skip forward a little bit.
Change your
Pop
perception on
pulls up
Rello
to the
anymore?
panel.
What do you mean by that? I mean, he does have the ability to change like anyone else, right? But if you don't change, then that's I don't know if he will change, but if he changed, I'd be like, okay, that was cool. But right now, try again. 600. Yeah.
Damn, I'm kidding. What's the word?
What up, Pop?
Niggas ran off the panel and shit like that before I can get my say so. Nigga, I was at work, folks. I was like, damn, I want to pull up to this bitch, but I was at work. This is stupid.
I'm like, nigga, you was at work. I'm like, would you wait? How long you was gonna wait?
What you mean? How long I was gonna wait?
No, I said, but you said I was about to say, how long was you gonna wait? But you said you was at work, so you wasn't able to get on.
Yeah. I would have hopped on and shit like that, but I feel like I understand y'all point of view, but I feel like niggas
carousel.
What do you,
it's definitely his fault. What the fuck? Come on, gang. What do you
was trying to say? Like, what do you think it's the dude's fault, any, or do you think it's
it's definitely his fault. What the fuck? Come on, gang.
All right, so Pob's arguing that it's the fault of the DR rental guy because he's had situations in the past, but he still rented Rello the car, knowing that he's had some situations with some gringos, some foreigners in the past. So he's saying, the owner of the rental car place should have, if he'd had these issues before, he shouldn't have rented to J Rello, someone like J Rello. And then they're arguing back and forth.
But we is grown men, we're not kids, gang. Nigga, like if we we can speak on business, streets, women, all this shit apply in the same scenario. Basically, if I'm on a block, gang, and I go to this block, every time I go to this block, I get robbed and shit like that. And I've been robbed 3 times, gang. The police spin this block every time I come on this block, and I didn't got robbed 3 times. So is it my fault that I went down that block a 4th time and got robbed again?
It's never the victim's fault.
What? Come on.
CC,
oh my God. CC, hold on. I got another question. CC, do you in business, do you do like e-commerce? What do you do in business? Like what category?
You can ask the question. I got you. Go ahead. Ask the question that you're leading to, brother.
The question that I'm leading to is, in any type of business and stuff like that, we all have a certain character that we're trying to sell to and stuff. If the character is not performing like we expect it to, and we keep taking losses and stuff like that, why would we keep trying to sell to this person?
So that's a good question, right? But like we have to think of the perspective from the person we're talking about. So remember, Bob, you got to really, really give the benefit of we're from the States.
But look, hold on. Look, listen. I'm gonna let you finish on that point. But then you heard that he said, I understand that Americans are not rich because I've been dealing with them. So his ideal customer is Americans, gang.
So this will answer it too, right? So that'll answer that part too. So it's important to kind of recognize that, number one, we're coming from an American mindset where we're coming from an abundance mindset. You know what I mean? So like, if we feel like we miss out on this opportunity because we're just not gonna deal with these people, we have other people we could deal with, right? But at the same time, to answer both sides and both of the questions, you got to realize that you got to get in where you fit in a place in which there's no actual way for you to pay your bills unless you hustle, unless you have, and you open yourself up to every customer. Because he's not a rich, large corporation. He doesn't have a franchise, that's not where he's getting his customers from. So to answer the question about the customer base.
Listen, you look, and like you said, he's not rich. He doesn't have a franchise.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. You mind if I can finish? So it's important to understand. It's important to understand that he's not the type of person who can afford to miss out on a client. So then to answer the other question you was asking about whether you're going to keep repeating the same thing, we don't know what happened before. What we do know is that he's basically saying, when he was talking about the clientele of Americans not being rich, because we asked him, yo, do you think all Americans are rich? He says, I know not everybody's rich. I know most Americans, they pay, they come on vacation, they use borrowed money to come on vacation. So basically he's saying that he tries to like help out everybody.
Okay.
All right, let's pause it real quick there. So number one, chat, these foreigners, okay, we're foreigners to them, but these guys are foreign to us, right? This guy from the DR, his best bet is to rent from gringos, because gringos typically are the ones that are bringing money to DR. Okay, let's be honest, right? Or Dominicans that are from or live in the United States, like New York City, where there's a high Dominican population, New Jersey, they go back to the DR and they bring the money there. So a big part of why the Dominican Republic makes its money is because the money actually comes from the United States, whether it be from Dominican people that were born here, that fly back home, visit their families, or ones that are from there, or gringos that go over there like Jay Rello or whoever to go to Sosua and, trick off on a bunch of hoes, right? It happens all the time.
I want some hawkers.
So it's to his best interest as a car rental guy to rent to a gringo. He just rented to the wrong gringo, right? He in his mind, right? Like we normally pay, like typically, like as a matter of fact, he might probably get scammed more by people from DR, right? If that were the same scenario, it would be probably more likely that someone from his own country would scam and run off on the plug than Rello. So sounds to me like he's just frustrated because Rello didn't pay whatever it was, or maybe didn't pay it all. And okay, you didn't pay, I'm gonna fucking dox you. I'm gonna put all your shit on the internet, and I'm gonna tell people never to do business with you, and I'm gonna issue a warrant for your arrest so that you can't come back to DR. That's what it sounds like, okay? But whatever, people on the panel, they're saying whatever they're saying, like, no, man, the gringo dollar goes a long way, and he makes more money renting to us, and he's probably charging us a gringo price.
And he's going to get referrals.
Yep.
Like
exactly.
That's what he's going to live off of. Oh, and he's competing with the major rental car companies, guys. Like there's a small company in the DR competing with the Hertz. That's all over. Like whatever companies are out there, the Enterprise, if they have that out there, he's competing with them. So, he's going to live off of referrals, especially like somebody that's not going to be able to rent from those car companies for whatever reason. Maybe they don't have the deposit amount. Sometimes you got to have 500, sometimes you got to have $1,000 deposit, sometimes even more. He's trying to rent to the people that the larger companies don't always rent to. And, he's relying on people to spread the word, tell their friends, and then go that way. So he doesn't know. I mean, he can't just look at Jay Rello and say, oh, that's somebody that's going to wreck my car and do all this stuff. Like, no, you can't say, well, it's his fault for renting to him. You can't discriminate, really. Then if he discriminates, people are going to be complaining, oh, he discriminated against this dude because he's black. Every single thing, whatever it is, people love playing the black card. Like, people play that shit for no reason. Mike Tomlin steps down. Oh, he got let go because he's black. I'm like, nah, he stepped down. He literally decided to quit, like on his terms, technically. So it's crazy. So that's his business. That's his livelihood. He has to rent to people like Rello. He doesn't have an option. So I agree with T Lethal. You can't just stop serving Americans, your core customer base, because of some bad apples. How many times did he rent and nothing happened? Right. Probably he didn't have any problems.
99% of the time.
So you can't really use that argument that it's on him. It's not his fault. It's Rello's fault for renting the car, crashing the car, and then trying to finesse him. But you can't play that card. That's not his fault.
If what he said is in fact true, that Rello like said he was going to some city, but then was headed towards Punta Cana, well, that's a lie. You were going to take his car to a whole other direction. If it's true that Rello got out, ran off on the plug for $5,000, that's fucked up, right? So like again, like there's a lot of things that are fucked up here in this situation. Again, we're just observing the evidence presented. We're not obviously a jury or a judge. So this is all alleged, and but I'm just saying if it's in fact true, then that is messed up. But the guy could be lying too, guys. It could be, he could, like I know a lot of us, again, like a lot of you guys hate Rello or whatever. A lot of us are very skeptical of Rello crash out content, whatever. There could be some truth to it, and then there could be some lies. There could be some fabrication on his part and on Rello's part. That's how it always is in these kind of situations. Like I said, what I will say is I truly hope that the people first were okay. Because I don't know if I talked to Rello behind the scenes about this, so I don't know if I should say it. I'll say this. There was some question if the people that were hit were even as hurt as they were. You guys know how someone hits you and you're like, oh, my neck, and really it's not really that bad, but you're just trying to get some insurance claim money. So I don't know how bad the injuries were and serious it was, but again, I hope everybody's okay. And again, I don't like to see crash out content. Like Rello being silly, like I said, on the couch with a girl grabbing her ass, that's hilarious to me. But this kind of shit, you guys think it's funny that police are showing up to people's cribs and arresting people and stuff, and people crashing out and almost damn near deleting themselves or getting, whatever it is. I don't find that to be funny. Okay, there's a point where, like I said, it's a little too much for me. So as far as I'm concerned, Rello's not going to be back in DR anytime soon, probably not ever, especially if there's an actual warrant for his arrest. So he kind of messed that up. He messed up that trip, and I don't think Susu is coming back anytime soon, chat. But Punta Cana still pops, and that guy's going to be looking for him for a while.
What I'll say is this: a lot of people preach accountability. You got to take accountability for your actions. We were just talking to Pop the other day, and he's like, you got to take accountability for your YouTube channel not getting the views. It's nobody's fault except for your own. You just got to be better. I'm like, but Pop, Check and Ace and Keese, every one of your favorite YouTubers, Don Banks, are complaining about the views on their channel. Nah, you just got to be better. You got to take accountability. But then when it comes to Rello, you're not putting that same accountability on him. If he was the one that did this, if what they said is true, and he did do this and he finessed them, which that's what it seems like based off of the video evidence, that he did some sort of finessing. He was trying to get out. He was trying to do that stuff. I don't know the whole story, but from what I've seen on the video evidence, like it does seem like that's what he was trying to do. Then he needs to take accountability. Why is it only accountability when we're talking about Mintuition's YouTube channel, but then it's not accountability when it comes to, somebody that you're cool with? I say accountability all the time, whether it's me, whether it's Steve, whether it's anybody that I know. If you did that shit, you hit them, you gotta make that shit right. You gotta fix it. You gotta take care of your responsibilities. You can't just run away from them. And this is what happens whenever you do run away. You think that you're scot-free because you're out the country. And I think some of that, I don't know the whole thing, the whole situation with Kenya, but I think some of that happened there too. Like I got out, I got away from it. So I don't really have to be accountable for my actions.
Can you give me my phone?
So that's my thoughts on it. I think that, as a man, you got to take accountability. You got to take care of your responsibilities. You got to square this dude up, and take care of that shit. I don't think that you should just run away from your problems. Shout out to K9 sending the $2 super chat. Appreciate it, bro. Like I said, K9, if you want to come up, we'll drop the link for K9 only. Is that cool?
Yeah, I don't know if that's how you do it. You got to invite down there.
Oh.
Yeah, invite,
Okay.
copy invite link. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, K9, if you want to come up, you certainly can. That this link is only for K9 guys. If he
or Rello.
Or Rello, if they so choose to come up. Otherwise, you dropped it. Change that to the R to the YouTube. Yeah, there you go. Otherwise, this is not an open panel today, guys. We're gonna keep it closed. But yeah, did J Rello have a problem in Colombia? No, not really.
No. Every time we've been with Rello,
there's been no issues.
There haven't been issues, right? We were, not to say that it's impossible, but anytime we've been with anybody on trips, you can ask about the meetups.
Crazy crash outs. Yeah.
There hasn't been nothing crazy that's happened. Man.
No.
Is there bullshit? Sometimes. There's some bullshit, some minor stuff sometimes.
Yeah, but nothing like newsworthy.
Nothing newsworthy. Everybody's safe. And when we've done consultations, it's the same thing. We have 100% success rate. That's not to say that nothing can happen, but me and Steve give a lot of game. We give a lot of sauce. We were talking to Pop earlier. He was asking, what's the value in paying this money for the yacht party? And it's like, it's not just a yacht party. Part of it is the yacht party. Yes. Part of it is just New Year's being crazy expensive. But then the other part of it is you get to kick it with us. We're going to you're getting a free consultation on the trip. We're going to make sure you're good. No child left behind. We're going to make sure everybody's good. We're going to take care of what we need to take care of and help everybody. We're going to help you with your Airbnb. We're going to help you with everything. And some people's time doesn't cost anything. Some people's, just putting in the work, it doesn't cost them anything, but ours does. Our time costs money. We both get paid very well for it. So that's what you're getting. But you're going over to these countries. We've helped people that were scared to death. I'm surprised they even went on the trips, but scared to death to go to places like Medellin and things like that. And then they get out the consultation, they have the confidence to do it, and then they go over there and have success. So that's kind of what you're getting with us. How did Rello get the suitcase?
He did have a problem in Colombia. No, he didn't. You're talking about with that shit that happened. What's his name?
With hacking on him. I mean, he didn't really have a problem there.
We weren't there.
Yeah. One, we weren't there.
We left.
Two, I told him not to go to Central with his phone out like that before it happened. So I specifically got on live and told him, hey, I know your chat's telling you to go to Central. Don't go to Central out there with your phone out. I'm on the live telling him this.
Right.
And then he goes and does it. And luckily, one of our supporters that was there on the trip with us was with Rello and helped him resolve the issue. But it wasn't something that got out of hand or out of control.
Yeah. We're talking about national news, Kenya, DR, go to jail incident type of shit. And when Rello did get into it with that fight that happened, which was semi-crash out for sure, we left. So Mentuition, we were gone. We were back in the States or wherever we went after that. So, when Rello is with us or when we're there and we can kind of, again, coach and guide him, there hasn't been issues. We were with him in Thailand. We were with him in Colombia. You know what I mean? We've worked with him in the past on other things. So it's just more so like me and Al, when you go out with us, we're not on that shit. If we see you doing some shit that looks like it's wrong, we'll pull you to the side or tell you, hey, bro, look, you got to chill out. Hey, man, you're getting too drunk. I've told supporters, friends, people out with us on, in Medellin, in Brazil, yo, bro, you're drinking too much. Chill out. You ain't gonna make it through the night. Pace yourself, right? Because I can see what's gonna happen. a lot of you guys are novice travelers, bro, or you go to somewhere, it's your first time there and you're so hyped to be there. You're like a little kid in a candy store, but you're like doing too much. You're leaving your drink. You're just doing all the rookie mistakes. And I'm not perfect, bro. Like me and Al aren't perfect, but we've successfully traveled. You guys have been watching us travel, bro. We haven't really had any issues. Again, knock on wood. But what I'm saying is like, we're just not doing like crash out shit and we're just not making ourselves super vulnerable. It is what it is. Anybody can get pickpocketed or, you know, motherfuckers steal something out of their room, you know, gringo priced. I'm talking about though like crazy crash out shit. Okay.
So this did happen in CTG.
We weren't there.
Yeah, he had the police called on him for that stuff. Yeah, that was his first time traveling to CTG. Me and Steve weren't there, and I don't even think we were cool with Rello at that time. I think that was maybe before we met him or the first time we met him.
Oh yeah, we did meet him in CTG.
Yeah, I think that was the first time we
cool with
met
him like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just were like, "What's up?" Yeah, it was just kind of like a, yeah, you're right. But and I don't even know if that you know what? When we were in CTG, he wasn't like he was recording girls. I remember that. That's when he had the thing in his phone pocket.
Yeah,
but
but wasn't that the trip? I think that was the trip where.
Yeah, I don't know if
that
was
same.
Was that the same trip?
I think that was the same trip.
Okay, yeah, but again, what I'm talking about, Chad, is when we're with Rello, he's with us, or we're walking around with him, or we're kind of like collabing on a trip or whatever we're doing. We've done that now twice, and we're giving him like advice or whatever it is. We haven't had any issues with him. Zero. He's out. He's calm. Nobody's pulling up on him. Everything's good. We went out with him 2 or 3 times in Medellin. No problems. We have 2 or 3 lives out with him in Medellin. No problems. So it's just, like I said, sometimes when people are left up to their own devices and they're by themselves, they have issues. Or when they're with other creators or other people, they have issues. But me and Al, like I said, if we see something that looks wrong, or, you know, you're drinking too much or you're crashing out or whatever it is, we'll typically try to pull you to the side, diffuse the situation, and continue on about having our you know, about our business.
He said you had issues when you were in DC.
I did have issues when I was in DC. You're right. But again,
what happened?
I don't know. I mean, Keith pulled up on me, I guess, but that wasn't really an issue.
Yeah,
I was unscathed.
He said, "Step outside." Steve went outside.
Yeah, I mean, guys, you got to understand, man. Like, you know, we're past that with Keith. I know a lot of you guys, some of you guys are haters, want to bring it up, but you know, look, we are trying to move in a more positive direction in the travel space. This is, you guys, again, some of you guys like to see crash out, fighting, you know, black people at each other's throats, going to jail,
but then want to complain about the shit happening,
right? And then want to complain about people not putting out content or channels getting taken away, and you guys want to see certain kind of content that's just really not safe for YouTube. First of all, if you fight on YouTube, that's potential to get your channel banned, right? Like, I don't know if you guys know that, but that can get you suspended and or banned. And I was live when that happened in DC. So what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that, you know, me and Al try to diffuse as many situations as we can. We're not pussies. We're not running from anybody. We're not ducking the smoke per se, but we're not inviting the smoke either. I think only an idiot, especially if you have stuff to lose. We have actual shit to lose. You know, those people are stupid. You're a crash out if you're saying, yo, fuck you, yo, my address is you know, 607 whatever street, right? And you're sitting there, like, people really do that.
Yeah.
Like, I've worked with other creators that have done that and literally crashed out and lost everything. Lost everything. I worked with a creator who got kicked out of his podcast studio because he was willing to crash out online, and literally he put his address out during a live stream, and motherfuckers started prank calling the damn place he was at, bomb threatened the place he was at. Like, it's not worth it, bro. It's really not. So I just try to keep my calm, keep my cool. If people pull up on me, I keep my cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crashing out. You know what I'm saying? If somebody swing on me, something happen, hey, we'll see what happens. You might get a lucky shot and hit me and knock me out. Hey, but I'm not ducking no smoke. Y'all ain't never see me run from nobody. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some things are gonna happen, but like we said, we haven't let stuff get out of hand, and you know, sometimes there are gonna be points where you have to let stuff get out of hand. Sometimes things are gonna get out of hand, but we do whatever we can to minimize those risks.
Absolutely.
And but yeah, we're past that. We're moving forward. We're not talking shit on Keith anymore. We're actually talking about doing some sort of collaboration potentially. You know, so is you know, is we're past that.
Yeah, it's in the past, man. It happened. But what I'll say is moving forward, like I said, we have to try to keep the positivity in the space, put out content. It's hard enough to be a YouTuber. You guys don't understand. We were talking to Keith about that earlier today. Like, we're putting out all this content, we're doing these lives, people get to watch, right? It's basically free. You're not obligated to send any super chats or anything. You can if you want. We're not over here, you know, begging for super chats. But these are shows. It's like I said, think of your favorite sitcom or your favorite, you know, Netflix series, right? Every episode that comes out, it costs money, it costs time. There's production, there's cameras, there's lights, there's all these things that happen. I think a lot of people take a YouTube creator and content and creativity for granted in this space, and they rather troll in the chat or, like I said, like want to see people crash out instead of enjoying the show. If you enjoy the creator, donate, support, hit the like button. At least it's free, right? So I think there's gonna be a shift in YouTube, guys, like a change where I think that a lot of creators are gonna stop making content. They're gonna just stop. You're gonna see less content. You're gonna see barely any uploads. You're gonna log into YouTube. It's gonna be the same people. It's gonna be AI. You know,
Stop the show.
Stop the show. Hold on. Stop the show. Stop the show. Hold on.
Speaking of RPGs.
Hold on, let me drop a bomb. We did add the media for Jimmy John's, man. Appreciate it. How did we get to the media? And I don't even know how to do it. Jimmy John's, man, thank you so much. Hold on, let's see. Here it is. Here it is. Shout out to Jimmy.
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar.
I need every sound button on that soundboard.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind. Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind.
Foreigner.
But I will tell you this, Pop. How can I put you above mentuition? Where you been this year?
Now me, you got beef, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm not meant to wish you, nigga. See me, you bitch.
Shout out to Jimmy John's coming through with the $100 bomb again. God damn. Jimmy John's been going crazy, man. By the way, guys, the guy throwing money in that Jimmy John's, that's not Jimmy John's. All right, that's some random person throwing money. But, you know, in spirit of Jimmy John's, donating that big bomb, man. Thank you again. He said $100. Let's keep it player. No need for internet tough guys. Let's get the honey and the money and not sweat the small shit we grown. That's right. Let's get the honey.
100% facts, man.
Let's
Shout
get
out to
the
Jimmy
honey.
John's, bro.
Let's get the honey.
Shout out to Jimmy John's, bro. That shit helps so much, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro.
Me and Steve were literally working on thumbnails for like an hour for the show. We're like, it gotta be perfect. I said perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
Shit. And then we were getting the restream right. We're doing all this stuff. We're upping the quality. We're putting out more clips. We're working on vlogs behind the scenes. We're doing all this stuff just because, you know, the mafia got our backs, man. And we really rock with Jimmy John's and the rest of the mafia, man. So we appreciate all the love and the support. And you guys keep investing in us, and we will keep giving y'all the best content on YouTube. Salute Jimmy John's.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. All right, I think we're off the Rello situation, man, and all the internet beef stuff, man. Let's talk about the RPG assassination attempt.
Shout out to 916. He said he made 40K or something in a day. Shout out to him, man.
Shit! Shout out to you.
He's on his investing shit. Me and him kind of talk off. We've talked offline before, and this is just crazy. So
Jimmy
yeah,
Johns.
shout out to you, man.
Yeah, shout out to 916. Shout out to Jimmy Johns and 916, man. We got to link up, bro. Last time we were in Medi, I think you were there. We didn't actually get a chance to sit down and talk to you. So next time we're there and you're there, let's link up. Let's sit down. Let's have some frisbee. All right. Yeah. And me and Al, we were talking about frisbee the other day. Surprisingly, we talk about frisbee, guys, a lot. I don't know how we fucking end up talking about that place, but it is good.
We were talking about frisbee.
Yeah, we were talking about like different spots in different
parts.
It was near a frisbee. Yeah. So we were just guys. Sometimes, man, we just think of frisbee. I don't know what it is. But yeah. So skipping forward, guys. There's another big story. All right, we have some breaking news. Breaking news, guys. A Filipino mayor. There was an attempted RPG deletion attempt on this mayor. All right, guys. Crazy. From my understanding, Philippines was pretty peaceful when we were there in Manila. However, I do know there's some hood parts, and they do get it in the Philippines. All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about this, guys. But first, Buck Travels is in here, guys. Oh my God, he just joined. Shout out to Buck. Let's drop a bomb. Buck Travels. All right, Buck Travels. What's good, man? Let me do. Buck.
You've been trying to join for a couple shows now too.
Buck Travels?
Yeah.
All right, let's where is he at? This is this new thing. I don't know where it is. Is it on the right?
Right here.
Is this
what up, Buck? You in? Or no?
Nah.
Hey,
yeah, you can hear you. We're here. What's good, Buck?
hey, man, what's going on, man? Y'all brought up frisbee, and I was like, let me get on the show, man, because I love frisbee in Colombia, bro. You know what's crazy, guys?
What's
Pretty much
that?
every other day in Cali, Colombia, I was eating frisbees. I came back to the States. I end up losing weight because it's
Oh, really?
healthier. It's like a healthier KFC. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got organic. The chicken that's in Colombia and the chicken over here are two completely chickens. You know what I'm saying? It's like the ones over here, it's like they feed them like hormones and all that, GMOs and all that. So it's different, man. But the one from Frisbee, man, it be hitting different, bro, and it's cheap. You know what I'm
Pretty
saying? It's
good,
like
man. It's
I
a
be at the
great
mall.
place.
I be at the malls, and I be stopping up by over there, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, but
People sleep on frisbee, man, but it is good. It is
good,
those
bro.
of you who don't know, it's kind of like a chicken spot, or it's a fast food spot, but they have like chicken fingers. I don't know if they have chicken sandwiches. They probably do, but I always get the chicken fingers with the French fries and the honey, guys. So they give you honey, which is like a big thing, especially in Medellin. When you go to a chicken spot, they'll give you honey to put on the chicken while you eat it. And it's just so good, man. We don't do that here in the United States enough, man. They don't use honey. There's me and Al go to this Hooters not too far from here. And at Hooters, they have these really like awesome bomb ass fucking funnel cake fries. So picture, guys, like actual French fries, like they're shaped like French fries, but they're made of like funnel cake batter. And they're just crispy and warm and shit. And you dip them, but they give you Nutella and like some sort of strawberry sauce. I'm like, yo, y'all need to get like a syrup or a honey dipping sauce, and or hot honey. That shit would be fire. But yeah, guys, frisbee. I'm getting hungry right now, man.
Yeah, bro. I don't blame you one bit, man. Every other day, bro. I was out there eating frisbees, man. It was pretty much my go-to restaurant. Like I'm like, oh, like at one point, like I would eat at this whack ass restaurant, I'll be like, man, this is whack, man. But the thing is, it's so cheap down there. You could actually sacrifice that. Because I'll be like, man, I don't even enjoy the food of it. Let me go to Frisbee's. Man, it hits. Because we got to be honest with ourselves, man. Colombian food is not like up there. If we're being honest, like
It's
like
decent.
authentic Colombian food is not like up there. Like in terms of like, cause I've been to places and I'm pretty sure you've been to Lima. Lima
Yeah.
food hits, bro. I'm telling you, poof. Very, very, very nice, man. Cause like, but Colombia is like the thing is like it's just the food is not it. It is kind of healthier for them. Like it's like it's you don't see them using a lot of salt and all that, especially in Medellin. Like you don't see
Mhm.
them like a lot of salt or a lot of sweetness and all that. But it's
Absolutely.
healthier for them. It's just overall, it's just not my cup of tea. But Mr. Wilson, yeah, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, bro. It's like don't quit this whole YouTube thing. Just keep producing what you're doing. Don't it's like don't stop, man. Because
Ah,
like
we won't, man. Appreciate you, Buck.
there's a lot of guys because some of those guys we watch it on a replay. Sometimes we don't catch the show,
Yeah.
and y'all do your thing, bro.
Thank you, Buck. We appreciate you for pulling up, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, for salute.
All right, salute, man.
All right, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
All right, guys, that was Buck Travels. But hold on a
He
second.
said, "Don't quit." 916 just gave us an
916
extra life.
Hey, man.
I need every soundbite button.
916 came in with a bomb. Let's
Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Money work. Si me quiero educar, dormir en algún lugar, un lugar para trabajar.
shout out
Spin the check and get
to
it right back.
916.
Another one.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
On a Tuesday.
It's not Tuesday, is it? It's Monday. It's almost Tuesday.
9 minutes.
9 minutes, guys. 9 minutes. We're gonna play that in 9 minutes.
Club going up on a Tuesday.
Shout out to our guy 916. Hellas, man. Thank you.
At least while I'm there, I want to get a few hawkers in.
I had enough of broke boys. I can't talk to broke boys.
I'll split people for less than that. You hear me? Less.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Shout out to 916, bro. He's our guy.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Run that back, turbo.
Honey.
All right, guys. All right, man. That's big boy donations, man. Thank you guys again,
Two
man.
big boys.
Guys, $100 is a lot to send in, and we really appreciate that, man, because that means you guys really rock with the show. And I know we say it all the time, but that is what keeps us going, guys. Because when you get discouraged, when people sending that, those donations, the money, the cash apps, the PayPals, all of that, man, it's like, okay, we're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing, guys, about donations and stuff. Sometimes you don't feel like you're appreciated. Not that like you guys don't like our show, but like it's like, damn, they ain't send no money. Maybe they didn't like the show today, or maybe they, you know what I'm saying? So when you guys send in donations, whatever it is, we're like, okay, they rock with us, man. That was a great show, and we're gonna keep, doing the shows. So I'm not trying to fearmonger, but I do believe, chat, if the support isn't there, because YouTube's not paying a lot of creators, guys. Keith had a screenshot. So Keith was like, yo, go to one of your videos and screenshot your
Shit, we could pull it up here.
your earnings. And Keith showed his, he got like 6,000 or 7,000 views on his Bangkok video, and YouTube only paid him like $30 or $35. Right? Like YouTube's not paying that much for views.
And Keith is going through making sure that the video is in the green.
Yeah.
Like it should be fully monetized, all that stuff.
Yeah, like no issues. Like in the green, chat means you should be getting paid the highest amount per click or per view, right? So 6,000 or 7,000 views only made him $35. So he'd have to put up 10 of those videos to make $350, right? Like editing 10 videos, guys, is a lot of work. Like, you got to think of how many hours it takes to edit a vlog. And Keis's vlog wasn't super long, but even if it's 7 to 10 minutes, that takes a lot, right, to do. So that's why a lot of and Flyboy has said it, a lot more people are going to be going live because, you know what I mean, the donations that you're going to get from being live. Sorry guys, I'm a little messed up with my words because I'm tired. But the donations that you're going to get from those lives are faster money than the slow grind that you get from YouTube. If YouTube even pushes your video through the algorithm, you don't even know. All right. So Al's about to bring up a quick little photo here showing one of our videos, I believe, and how much money we made on it. And it's like, damn, like, it's discouraging when you look at the numbers, is what I'm saying. So, and, you know, obviously we could be pumping out more content, putting out more, blah, 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 all that stuff. But what I'm saying is, y'all know we've been banned 2 or 3 times. You know, we've had videos with 20,000, 30,000 views, millions of views. And
I mean, even on the million viewed videos.
Yeah, we didn't get paid.
We made as much as we made on this one. Let me see.
Yeah, guys, believe it or not, the million view videos that we put out,
and was like 5 million
YouTube just
views.
demonetized them all. And we made like, less than, I don't even know. It was a low amount. All right. So this is
our highest viewed.
Yeah, our highest viewed video right now on the channel is 5K, guys. We made $14.35. Okay. Okay. Hold on.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Okay, this is what YouTube pays. And then they take 30% of that. I don't think that's the net, that's the gross income or the gross revenue. That's not the net revenue or the net income.
It's like $9.
Yeah. So it's like $9 for 5,000 views. $9 for 5,000 views is wild. Okay. And they do monetize them differently because Keith had 6,000 and had $35. So the scale is tipped. It's different depending on what kind of content it is or what YouTube categorizes you as or whatever your video is monetized as, right? But like, yeah, you know, so a lot of you guys, why aren't you putting out content? Blah, 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 blah. I get it. But that's why I like clips better because at least you can kind of get through them fast. When you're doing actual vlogs like what Keith did and you're really putting your blood, sweat, and tears. See, we can clip these lives. Yeah.
But then you're risking getting caught up with laws in the country. You put out guides now in certain things. You say certain things in certain countries. You may not be able. You may get Roberto'd. I mean, what happened to him? You may get that same treatment. Or, you know, you put out some hints and tips, and then everybody goes there and jacks up the place. So it's like, what's the point of doing it now? You know, if that's gonna happen,
right?
You know, so it's
yeah. Chat, what's that percentage real quick before we move? What was it? 6,000 views almost, or 5,000 views, and it was $14, right?
Yeah.
So how do you do that? 14 divided by 5,000, I think is how you do it, chat, right? Wow, it's 0.002%. I believe
it's about 3%.
Yeah. So it's about 3%, chat. So for every 5,000 views.
And it's even less because they're taking 33% of 3%.
Right.
So it's like really 2%.
There you go. You get 2%. Or that's the trajectory of the video we just showed you of what we would make. And they stopped pushing it through the algorithm, guys. That video should have more. It's funny. It'll be a successful video, and YouTube should just continue. It should continue to kind of ride the wave, but it either drops off or you just don't get any more clicks on it. So that's another thing. They don't reward you right for the good videos you put out.
But it's like, okay, I put out a guide to Cuba, a full guide, and then the Cuban government sees it. And then when I'm trying to go to Cuba,
right,
they have a problem with me getting in, or you know, just stuff like that. Or Colombia, same thing. Like they see it and they get pissed off at something that was put in there, or you filming the girls or whatever. YouTube's not paying you. You're not really making much. You're helping a lot of people. But
yeah, so guys, we are going to be focusing more on the back end. I know we're saying that, but we're really being honest, and that's no Diddy, by the way, when I say focus on the back end. But yeah, we're going to be more focused on our website and our Patreon, guys, because of that very reason. It's not that we're going to stop doing shows, but you're going to see more clips of the shows go up on this channel, maybe occasional vlog here and there, but most of the vlogs are going to drop behind the scenes on mentuitionnetwork.com or patreon.com/mentuition.
Both of them.
Yeah. We don't like, it's just not, there's more value in that.
We'll drop like some vlogs, like Steve said, like maybe we'll drop like, you know, a part of the Cuba vlog or a part of this, you know,
Teasers.
whatever.
Yeah, or half of it or something. But yeah, you need the full vlogs.
If you want the sauce on where to go, this is what to do.
It's not
Blah,
gonna be on,
blah.
it's not gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we, you know, have to risk losing
Yeah.
the channel.
Yeah, and it's not because we don't like you guys. It's because we risk losing the channel, risk not being able to go to that country anymore because it's public, and then YouTube doesn't pay us. It's like 3 or 4 different reasons. It's nothing to do with you guys. We fuck with you guys, but YouTube's, it's not worth it. You're doing all that for nothing. Okay. Cornell said, "Wow, that's criminal." Yeah, exactly. Bullshit. All right, let's go over this.
And then they're gonna advertise on your video. They're gonna play commercials and make money.
Yeah, off your shit. Right. Let's go over this Filipino mayor getting rocketed by
This story's crazy. Yeah.
Where was that in the chat?
Yeah, it's the World Star.
World
Y'all gotta see this. This is some crazy shit right here.
World Star. So definitely a World Star moment. All right, guys, let's go ahead and play this. Here we go. All right, check this out, chat. What the fuck? Damn.
Look at it from the other. They're gonna show it from the other side.
Ooh. Damn.
Hit the armored truck. And it kept going.
Yeah, that's
bro. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Let's run that back one time, guys.
Run that back, turbo.
Let's run that back. I don't want to see that. Oh, here we go. Here we go, chat.
Shot 2 rockets.
That's a real armored vehicle right there. That thing just kept going. Nothing. No broken glass or nothing, bro. Look at that. No flat tires. If that was a regular car, that thing would have been done. That's wild,
crazy.
Chad.
That's like playing GTA with the cheat codes on. You're invincible. Your car can't blow up. Like, that's crazy. That was in the Philippines, Calais. That was in the Philippines, and that was the mayor. That they were one of the mayors of one of the
insane
of one of the state or cities or states or whatever over there. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being in my car, you know what I mean, and all of a sudden a rocket's just flying at me. Car starts to freaking go ablaze. You're in an armored vehicle, but you hear this rattle. Like, that's crazy. And what was crazier to me was just how unscathed the car was, bro.
Yeah.
No broken glass. Guys, that car looked like it didn't even have a scratch on it, really. It looked like maybe the back of it where the rocket hit, maybe it was a little, you know, draggy, but they were able to get out of there, bro. So, man, I wonder what the motive was. Like, was there any information about why he was targeted? Maybe we'll try to look that up, chat, because I think that, damn, like, you really, like, I didn't even know they had it like that in the Philippines, bro. Rocking around with rockets is crazy, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see if motive behind mayor.
So a mayor in the Philippines narrowly escaped death after officials say he was ambushed by a gang of assailants armed with a rocket launcher. In the press conference on Monday, January 26, Mayor Ahmad Putan, who survived the attack, called for a heightened security detail. I didn't think they would use a weapon that large, an RPG. It's not something an ordinary person uses. This was professional, he said. Now the viral surveillance footage shows a man crouching behind a gray van across the street from the gas station where the mayor was pulling in. Then the assailant launches the shouldered fire anti-tank weapon directly at the mayor's black Toyota SUV. As the RPG launched, another man in a red shirt is seen shooting an automatic rifle towards the mayor. The video also shows the projectile appearing to hit the mayor's SUV before quickly driving away as the smoke lingers on the rear of the car. So yeah, that's crazy. National Police spokesman Randolph told the news that the leader of the group was identified as Rap, and that his accomplices were his uncle, cousin, and sibling, who was the driver and managed to escape. The first angle we're looking at is the local tension related to the police, related to the politics. You can play the video again in the background.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll pull that up.
You can go ahead. I'll put it up.
Okay, the first angle we are looking at is local. So as this is the local angle, tension related to the local politics, which may have resulted in the hiring of gunmen for hire. Toronto said, according to the same outlet, this is not the first time the mayor has been attacked. In 2010, he was the victim of a roadside bombing. Then in 2014 and 2019, he was the victim of 2 separate ambushes.
Damn.
That's crazy. So this is like the 4th time.
They try and get him up out of there, Jeff.
Dang. His theme song needs to be Many Men.
They try to get him up out of there. Damn.
Crazy.
So they got it. They trying to get him. Chat. Okay, that's what, 3 or 4 attempts on his life? Yeah, they want him gone. So some gang, probably maybe drug related, maybe, you know what I'm saying, messing with the money. It's all political. They trying to get him up out of there. So he already knows I got to be out with armored vehicles, with multiple security guards. Bulletproof vests.
Bro, that's crazy. That's like an anti-tank RPG.
Yeah.
Like it takes out tanks, but it couldn't take out
a car.
That car. That's wild.
Yeah, he
that
got
is wild.
triple layers of glass, tires that never go flat. He's probably got reinforced steel door panels. You know what I'm saying? And he probably even had some security in there with him, I'm sure, with some weapons. But they probably it's too unsafe to roll down the windows or try to return fire. You know, you just keep it pushing. But man, insane. So they said they're trying to send him to the crossroads. Yeah, man, they're trying to send him to the shadow realm for real. But yeah, like in our experience, guys, you know, Philippines was fairly safe. However, you know, there have been people that went missing in the Philippines. You go to the wrong hood in the Philippines. I've heard it's very, very, very dangerous. You don't want to mess around with Filipino people. For the most part, though, they were really cool. No issues. They were very friendly. I went out to a bunch of clubs.
Yeah, we were in Manila though. We were in the city, so
yeah,
I'm sure, like,
depending on where you are, yeah.
But you remember we pulled up to that mall, like the cops had shotguns and
yeah.
They weren't messing around there. That was at like a regular mall.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's crazy. Shout out to Drabanot. Shout out to CJ. Yeah, man.
Salute to the mafia. Okay. We got anything else?
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Chat.
Got one more.
All right, chat. We got one more for y'all. One more. It'll be a little bit of a short show, guys. We'll be trying to keep the shows like, you know,
another one,
hour and a half, 2 hours. Not too crazy. But we got one more for you guys. All right. DC? This one?
Yeah.
All right, chat. Let's bring this one up.
He said, y'all see Florida rapper deleted in Puerto Rico robbery gone wrong. I didn't see that. Maybe we'll talk about that on the next show.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was probably chained up, flossing over there, more than likely. Or, you know, drawing attention. But yeah, maybe we'll go over that next show.
All right, guys, let's play this one, man. 3 from the Medellin's mayor's office drugged and robbed. Scopolamine nightmare, chat. Uh-oh.
Scopolamine, the devil's breath.
Breaking news, officials from the Medellin mayor's office reported being scoped and robbed. Quick heads up, Americans in Colombia applying for a visa now need an FBI background check. Get yours in 24 to 48 hours using online videos. Now, as the screen comes down, allow me to take a second again to say thank you guys who support the channel, whether from a super chat, a like, a share, a sub. You guys are greatly appreciated. I have this one quick story today, and then I want you to hear the version from Telemedellin because they give you more insight and they interview a couple of people that I can't do. So let's jump into the story right away. Scopolamine case in Medellin. Officials
Scopolamine, the devil's breath.
Have already reported the theft. 3 public sector workers lost consciousness in a bar and reported losses of more than 20 million pesos. According to official figures, so far in 2026, 33 thefts involving scopolamine have been reported in the city of Medellin alone. The data reveals that authorities register a theft using this method every 16 hours. The most
Damn, chat. Hold on, we gotta run that back. Do you guys understand?
Run that back, turbo.
Remember I told you guys in the last video that when we talked to Coach AJ Liu, that he said that they talk about gringos and people getting scoped like it's like normal conversation in Medellin. He just said every 16 hours. Listen to this chat. Listen.
26 losses of more than 20 million pesos. According to official figures, so far in 2026, 33 thefts involving scopolamine have been reported in the city of Medellin alone. The data reveals that authorities register a theft using this method every 16 hours. The most recent case involves 3 friends and employees of the Medellin
That's once a day, guys.
who went out for drinks at a bar in the La
Less than a
Alpura
day.
neighborhood. During the evening, the group added 2 women to their table who introduced themselves as a mother and a daughter. After several hours of drinking and dancing, the victims lost consciousness. Subsequent medical examinations confirmed that they had been given scopolamine to incapacitate them. The worst of it was borne by a 51-year-old man with 25 years of experience in the public sector. After being missing for 20 hours, he was found by a relative inside his own home, half naked and in a profound state of disorientation. The victim reported the theft of jewelry, cash, appliances, clothing, and kitchen utensils. The stolen items were valued at nearly 16 million pesos. Meanwhile, his colleagues, a married couple, suffered the theft of belongings valued at approximately 4 million pesos. The complaint had already been filed with the Attorney General's office, which has the results of the toxicological test as the main evidence. So when the mayor's guys get scoped, the mayor's going to step up now. Just my guess. I mean, he's been doing a job already. I think he's been doing a good job already, but obviously this is still going on. So let's see what he can do differently.
Real quick, chat. What the mayor needs to do of Medellin specifically, because it happens a lot there, they need to, first of all, I think increase whatever the crime is for scopolamining someone. So if you get caught scopolamining someone, whether they be a gringo or another Colombian,
Scopolamine.
I don't know what the charge is, but I'm thinking these girls get off fairly easily. I don't think that they're going to jail for long periods of time or paying large fines. They may get a slap on the wrist. They may be in jail for, I don't know, less than a year. Who knows? We'll have to have somebody look that up, chat. Maybe that Obi-Land guy, he probably knows it, or maybe he says it on one of his documentaries that he does about it. But honestly, it should be a minimum, 5 years, 7 years?
I think more.
10.
I think that they should get life or the death penalty, because a lot of people are getting killed from it. There's scopolamine. It should be an attempted murder charge, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, because people are losing their lives from it. I agree with Al. That drug, obviously, some people can handle it, others can't. And you're completely vulnerable. I mean, they showed a guy literally passed out at the bar there, and they probably just thought he was regularly drinking. But I mean, apparently they started scoping these guys at the bar. These women are so bold to go out and scope men in public, guys, in public places, just to, get them back home if they can even get back. Some of them are so inebriated they can't even make it back. But excuse me, I agree with Al.
Who knows what the long-term effects are? Who knows what it does to your brain long-term? And it should be attempted deletion, and it should be attempted aggravated assault and robbery, aggregated theft,
and attempted
all
deletion.
that. Yeah.
attempted deletion, guys.
Yeah.
Poisoning, whatever you want to call it. You're
Yeah.
poisoning somebody.
Yeah, 100%.
So 10
years is not enough.
Yeah.
They start doing that, you're gonna crack down on it. It's gonna
be a
gonna
lot
go
less.
away.
It's gonna be a lot less.
Yeah, or deletion penalty.
Yep.
You know, you start taking people out that do that. Because that's not cool.
Yep. So and I think that would considerably knock it down. I think that, now that you're seeing that these women are getting Colombian men, which it happens to Colombian men probably a lot, but like these guys were actually government officials. So this is a huge deal. Okay. This is one of my first times seeing it happen to someone of importance like that actually works, for the mayor. So
they didn't know. I mean, they're just out
just doing it. Yep.
Getting some random people.
Don't even
and this is what I talk about. One of the things I learned when I was in Peru, this stuff happens at normal non-pro spots. A lot of people are like, oh, that's what they get. This happens at normal non-pro spots. This was a local spot.
Local bar.
And it happened to us at a local spot too. Luckily, the chick that was trying to get me couldn't get me because I was too smart. But these people should get way stiffer crime penalties. And like I said, that stuff will change it.
100%. We'll play a little bit more, chat, because I think he said they're going to do like an interview in Spanish, but there's a little bit more information. So let's play a little more here.
But again, I have video that I put in English from Telemedellin. I want you to hear it from their point of view.
Hi, how are you? Very good evening. In the Antiochian capital, 33 robberies involving scopolamine have been reported so far in 2026, accounting for 76% of all.
Bro, 2026 just started. Just started.
It's once a day.
Yeah.
More than once a day.
And that's what's being reported too, guys.
Yeah.
Reported.
Yeah.
Guys aren't reporting a lot of it. Too many of them are afraid, or they don't want the consequences of reporting it, or they're just embarrassed about the situation.
Absolutely.
So if it's 33 already, that's more than one a day.
Chat,
crazy.
Yeah, chat. I need you guys to understand. I'm gonna go on record and say it probably happens 5 to 10 times a day, chat. And that might be being nice. These women are out here scoping everybody. That's why I don't like Medellin. I don't like Medellin. And it happens, and I know it happens in Bogota and all, but I'm telling y'all, Medellin is the mecca for scopolamine. It really, really is. Like I didn't hear about it in Cali, Colombia. I didn't hear about it when we were in as much more in Cartagena. The girls are just more cool there, bro. And it's funny, some of the same bitches that be doing it fly to these places, but don't. And you'll see, they'll try it in some of the, actually, I believe that when it does happen in other places, it be bitches from Medellin flying to CTG with the scope. You know what I'm saying? Like they go in there and doing that. Because the chicks that
they can't grow there.
Yeah. The chicks that be in CTG that me and Al have seen, that we know, that be at Delirium or whatever, they be cool as shit, bro. I'm telling you that they be cool. The girls be so cool. Like, they not scoping you. I remember I accused a girl of not scoping me, but I was trying to scope me, but I was like, oh, I don't. She said something to me. I was like, nah. I said to her in Spanish, like, nah, I don't want you to try to scope me. But I was like joking. And she was like, what'd you say? I was like, escopolamina. She's like surprised that I knew how to say it in Spanish. And she was like, no, I would never do that. Like, that's not, you know what I mean? Like, she got mad because I like jokingly said she would try to scope me. Like the girls that are from Cartagena, like, they be cool, bro. And I'm not saying they can't get you either, but like, they not really on that. You're not.
Well, it doesn't grow there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
they
like,
don't really have access.
They don't have access. But what I'm saying is, they not trying to really like do any crazy shit.
I think if it grew there would be a lot more cases. But it grows in Medellin's climate.
Yeah.
And it grows like in Peru's climate. They're very similar. So
mountainous environments, guys. One of our tour guides said that Medellin's really cool and it's very different because they can grow bananas, pineapples, potatoes, because it goes up a mountain. So at the bottom of the mountain, it's one thing grows. Midway up the mountain, you can grow something, and then at the top of the mountain, you can grow coffee, right? So it's really cool. You get all these different fresh foods and plants and flowers. But yes, scopolamine is grown there because of it's just one of those climates where anything can grow.
Shout out to Calais. He said, example, do you know why there's less crime in Dubai? Because the punishment is more severe.
Yeah.
Colombia needs to step up. I agree. Do you know why there's no crime in Cuba and their probably 10 times as impoverished as Medellin because the crimes are stiff, bro. They got crazy
do crazy time.
severe punishments for less.
Yep.
For less.
Yeah.
You gotta play that.
Yeah, man.
In Cuba, they split people for less.
Split people for less than that. You hear me? Less.
So yeah, the punishments need to be more severe. Like I said, this is attempted deletion, aggravated assault, armed robbery, whatever you need to do. It needs to be all that. And you need to either get life or deletion, in my opinion, whenever you do that. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how that's going to mess somebody up. They can't sue you. It's not like in America, you can sue somebody civilly and like you're not going to be able to do that. You could be jacked up the rest of your life. Shout out to 916. He said, peep it, don't drink alcohol. It cuts your chances of being scoped in half. Then don't chill with strangers. You'll be good in Medellin. I agree to an extent. It does lower your chances when you're not drinking alcohol, although they can still put in your water. They can still do that. And there's a lot of people that have gotten it in their water and getting it scoped. And don't chill with random girls. The thing is, in Medellin, a lot of times these girls play the long game. You might know a girl for a minute, and then she doesn't scope you for a year and a half. And then that one time, she does. So that's the thing about Medellin. It's just you always got to be on alert. No matter how well you know the girl, you got to be on alert.
Facts.
And you let your guard down one time for 1 second, game over.
100%.
Cases in the Abura Valley, where, according to authorities, a robbery using this method is recorded every 16 hours. We learned about the case of one of the victims, an employee of the Medellin City Hall.
3 friends who work for the Medellin City Hall went out to socialize at this establishment, as was usual in the La Alpujarra area. They invited these 2 women, supposedly mother and daughter, to join their table, with whom they even danced and chatted. After several hours of socializing and drinking alcohol, they were allegedly drugged. One of the victims is this 51-year-old man with 25 years of work in the public sector.
They gained our trust in the short time that we spent together there. We were offered something, and then after a few drinks, we didn't, well, in my case, I didn't regain consciousness of what happened.
He only remembers that he was found half naked and asleep by a family member at his house after 20 hours. He had been robbed of belongings worth almost 16,900,000 pesos, as stated in the complaint filed with the prosecutor's office, while his companions, a married couple, were robbed of nearly 4 million pesos.
Cash, clothing, kitchen utensils, appliances, jewelry, in short, everything they could carry off.
Medical tests confirmed that they had been drugged with that substance, benzodiazepine, a sedative. The situation is alarming. According to the Metropolitan Police, 43 cases of theft involving scopolamine have been reported this year in the Abura Valley, 33 of them in Medellin, which accounts for 76%. In other words, a theft using these substances is committed every 16 hours.
No, honestly, the fear is constant. You end up so paranoid that if someone greets you, you think they're going to hurt you. No, lately I don't accept anything from anyone.
These are high-impact crimes, offenses that also have aggravating factors, which can double or even triple the sentences. In cases of homicide, they can even become extremely serious cases for anyone who commits such a crime.
Those images are already in the hands of the prosecutor's office to prosecute those responsible.
Okay, so
those people were stupid because they would have got a lot less time for doing that to an American than they would have gotten for doing it to these Colombians. Stupid. They ended up messing with the wrong people. The mayor's office is going to find them, and then they're going to get them locked up. They're on camera. Like, they would have just done it to an American, and he mysteriously falls off a balcony. You're good, but you know, you get a little slap on the wrist. But you got some Colombian people that are working in the mayor's office. Yeah, you're done for, and
Cooked.
you're on camera. Cooked.
Yep, they're cooked, man. And like I said, as men, we just got to be very careful, especially in these countries, especially in cities like Medellin. It's unfortunate, it really is. And these women, I think, like I said, it's like a normal thing. Let's just go out and drug some guys. Ha ha ha, he he. Let's hit a lick, basically. I don't even think it's criminal organizations anymore, chat. I think that some of these women are just finding it, buying it. They're hearing about their girlfriends or friends that they know. you know, coming up off of a gringo or even a Colombian guy. And I think it may have started with combos, which are the gangs there. And maybe some of them are still run by the criminal organizations. But now I think a lot of these women are acting on their own because it's just too many. It's too many. Criminal organization can't account for, you know, every 16 hours somebody getting drugs. So, you know, again, we've been great in Medellin, bro. Like no issues, bro. Like I don't know, Chad. Like we just been good. We've been good.
We don't really.
We've been all around.
We have a higher sense of street smarts and just kind of know how to move.
Yeah, man.
We know what we're doing.
I know how I move.
But like I said, you let your guard down for 1 second, and anybody can really get got, man. Anybody can get got. We're not invincible by any means.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to act like we are. But we've been good because we have a heightened sense of awareness, and you know, we've just been super alert in Medellin. But that's the one thing I don't like about Medellin. You just got to be crazy alert.
Yeah, one thing I'll give you guys is before we wind down the show is a little bit of game, pre-game before you go out in Medellin. When you get there, you get to the airport, buy a bottle. There's liquor stores there, but you can get, you know, obviously less costly alcohol sometimes at the airport or get a little more of a deal. But you can just hit one of the liquor stores there, get your favorite drink. Me and Al, we drink before we go out a lot of times. We're not too pressed to have a bunch of drinks at the bar, obviously because they're overpriced. But then also like, you know, we handle our own alcohol. So even when we come back, we're not letting the girls come out and pour our drinks. You know what I mean? We start drinking before we, like I said, before we hit out to Gusto's or Sky Park or whatever it is. And then, like I said, we may, you know, top it off with a few drinks when we're there. But yeah, we just don't let the girls touch anything. I don't know. I've never had a girl snoop around and you know what I'm saying? Like me and Al just, we're not even really hiding the alcohol. It's just, we're watching the girls and we're not getting too lit. So just be very careful when you're in Medellin, guys. And if you want to drink, you know, maybe if you're just two people, drink responsibly. Maybe one of you get a little more lit than the other, but don't go crazy because, you know, shit can happen. And another thing too, the final little piece of game is I'll give you guys is, again, and you've heard this before, mess with girls that are more at like the strip clubs, even some of the bigger clubs like Sky Park, Gusto's. I'm not saying that those girls can't scope you, but it's less likely when you're in the club. A lot of guys are meeting these girls off the street or randomly or whatever it is.
Bringing them straight to the crib.
Yeah. You can fill a girl out a little bit more. Obviously, again, if she's good at hiding who she is and she's going to scope, she's going to try to scope you. But like me and Al actually chill with the girls and vibe out usually. And being at those clubs, again, those girls have something to lose, chat. So if you meet a girl out of Sky Park or Gusto's, she probably always goes there. So she can't even hide. Like, you know what I mean? She's there. So
not only that, stop going over these places solo.
Yeah.
Stop trying to have two girls over at the same time.
Yeah, man.
Stop drinking too much. You know, just Flyboy said it best, and that's something I'll always remember on his guide was, he's like, man, just keep the drinks to 2 or 3. Just have a couple drinks.
Yeah. To the point you feel a little buzz and then stop.
A little buzz. Stop.
Yeah.
So you know, that stuff can save people's lives. And that's why we make the content that we make, because we are literally trying to save lives, and we have saved lives, and we have helped a lot of people. So yeah.
One more thing, guys, about drinking, and then we'll wind down. Just to add a little more to what I said, you drink until you're like a little tipsy, and then you stop. So it's almost like you can drink a lot more if you let it get to that point. Like think of like a meter rising, right? Up here is like you're fucking wasted. You're like shit faced, right? If the meter rises up to the Steeler emblem. So what you want to do when you drink is when it kind of gets about right here, you kind of feel like, oh shit, all right, I'm a little buzzed at this level right here. All right, yeah, you feel a little loose. Girl, you just stop. Just stop for like an hour. You can have more drinks if you want. Just stop for like an hour. After an hour, bro, it'll literally feel like it came all the way back down here. Like, all right, now I'll get something else and I'll sit. That's how you got to drink, because that way you'll be able to consume more, but you'll be more chill with it. If you keep downing shots or girls are passing you alcohol, all this stuff, you getting all crazy, and then you taking all these blue chews and all these things to raise your heart rate, and you're doing all this crazy shit, bro. I'm telling you, man, drugs, enhancements, alcohol,
hitting raw,
yeah, no condom. I'm telling you, man, you're going to fuck around and find out, especially in Medellin. Shout out to 916. He says, I agree with Al. The majority of the cases reported to always include alcohol.
Yeah. The vast majority, and you're right about that. Like the vast majority are going to include alcohol. And it's because, you know, you're not in the right state of mind. So the vast majority, you're absolutely right. They are going to include alcohol. However, you know, you gotta, like we said, be alert, watch these girls. Don't let them pour you a drink at all. Don't let them anywhere around your drink. Anytime I'm out, I have my hand over my drink, covering it over the top if I am drinking out. But I typically just like to drink at home, or I'll have one drink out at the club, or we have bottles and we're out mobbing out with everyone, with like 10 people. They're not going to be able to scope you when there's 10 people. Well, I'm not going to say they're not going to be able to, but it's a lot harder to scope when there's 10 people out. So yeah, man, you're definitely stronger in numbers, and you know, have a security guard. If you have a security guard, they're really not. If you have a security guard that you have a good relationship with, that eliminates like 99% of scope.
Absolutely. And guys,
you're not going to really be able to.
Yeah. And guys, I want you to understand something. I know this may sound funny and silly, and a lot of you guys try to make fun of our channel that are haters, but a lot of you guys want to deal with sex working, or ex-working women, we'll call them, but you don't know how to. You don't know how to deal with strippers. You don't know how to deal with pros. So you want to deal with them. You want to smash them. You want to be around them. You want to go to all these clubs, but you have no clue how to deal with women in general, right? Because you're a loser, right? Or you just never were good with women, and then you want to go to CTG. I'll get all the bitches. And then you're still bad with women, bro. Like I need some of you guys that have never like been around beautiful women before to calm down, dial it back a little bit, right? And understand that these girls are out there selling it, number one, and number two, it's important that men know how to deal with ex-working women. That's what got us banned initially on this channel. But I saw when I was working at the strip club, like guys that were just complete and utterly dumb, stupid, and making mistakes, and the girls are getting over on them. I'm like, dang, like we can all mutually have fun. She can get paid her money, I can get my D hard, right? And we can go our separate ways, right? It doesn't have to be she gets over on me and now I'm looking at my wallet like, damn, right? It can be a mutual thing, and then you go your separate ways. And so a lot of you goofies, y'all talk shit on us, but then y'all go over to these countries and you don't know what you're doing. And I'm a firm believer that not every man, but a good majority of men deal with a ex-working woman in his life, at least a few times. And it's either he's going to know how to deal with it, or he's going to get raked over the coals, or get set up, or get scopolamine, right?
Scopolamine, the devil's
And so
breath.
the purpose of not this whole channel, but a segment of what Mentuition meant, and what I was trying to put out at the time, and what we're trying to explain to you guys now, is that you're just not good with women, bro. You're not good with women. You're not good with ex-workers and pros. You don't know what you're doing. You're paying them $200, $300, $400. You're an idiot. So you need to listen to people like me and Al, because we're older and we have more experience than you. So we're trying to help you, because these girls are trying to finesse. Not only do you got to worry about regular women trying to finesse you, now you got to worry about ex-working women trying to finesse you. And they're pretty and got big butts and right and all this stuff. So as men, we get lost in the sauce when we see pretty women, or women that are throwing themselves at us. And, you know, that's why we tell you, if she's sticking her tongue out at you and acting like she's giving you a blowjob or something when you walking down the street, don't deal with her. What woman that has any value does that? And if she's doing that, why is she so aggressively doing that? She's trying to play to your sexuality as a man, because they know we're very sexual and hypersexual. She's trying to do all these gestures to get you to go smash her. But why is she so excited to get me over there? Like, I don't like that. I'd rather actually if I'm going to deal with an ex-worker, that one that acts a little more feminine, that acts like a woman. Like, yes, I could smash and I can pay her, but she not over here making blowjob gestures at me. Like, you guys got to calm the fuck down.
And also, the smoking hot ones don't really have to.
Yeah,
they don't have to, and they're not typically the ones that do it. It's these butt ugly ones that y'all get over. Like, I don't understand it, but
yeah,
that's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
But, shout out to everybody supporting. Jimmy John said, Medi's too scandalous for me. You got to be on your guard too much.
Absolutely.
That's the way I feel too. I still love Medi. Medi's one of my favorite cities. I know how to navigate around it, and I know how to travel, and I travel with people that are smart like myself, so I can navigate it. We will be back in Medi more than likely sometime this year. But you know, it's much life is much more simple in CTG, much more easy. You don't gotta really worry about much. It's just the peace of mind is just way better in CTG.
100%. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wind down the show. Make sure you guys check out our patreon.com/mentuition. This is where you guys are gonna get all the behind the scenes sauce. It is free to join. We do have some freebies on there. The freebies are censored. If you want to unlock all these uncensored stuff, you have to hit the become a member button right here, guys. We have 3 tiers. The first tier is our general admission tier. You get access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive Patreon uncensored content, exclusive Discord content, access to our videos before they hit YouTube, access to our WhatsApp group, exclusive behind the scenes footage, and special Discord access. Next up, we have our VIP tier, excuse me. We have free access to all of our not safe for YouTube content, priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only live streams, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, 1 free consultation question to answer per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off the consultations, 10% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. And last but not least, guys, we have our all access pass membership. You get 1 free consultation per month, up to 1 hour, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 20,000 remote jobs. Remember, guys, do not forget to book the consultation, okay? If you are weary about Medellin, about Rio de Janeiro, about Sao Paulo, about a lot of the places me and Al have been, we can help you. Even if we haven't been there 100 times, we don't need to. We are so good at traveling, guys. We can go to a place once or twice and give you a full rundown of what you need to do or how you need to move there properly, even from the perspective of not being there 100 times, because we travel so much and we've traveled with little to no issues. And, you know, we can give you guys some game and we've paved the way so that you don't have to pave it. Okay. So do not sleep on the consultations. Again, I know people laugh at that and whatever, but I'm telling you, it's a serious thing. And that's why a lot of people are getting deleted and having issues. Okay.
And if people want to go overseas and, you know, move permanently, like I would suggest highly taking a look at the job listings. We just recently helped someone get a job overseas, or not overseas, get a remote job, and they're planning on going overseas. So make sure you guys, you know, sign up for that $100. You're gonna get, it's actually closer to 50,000. I'm gonna update it. I think it's 50,000 remote job listings. They're jobs all over the world too.
Yeah.
So no matter what country, I know we have people in different countries that watch our show. If you want a remote job, they have jobs in pretty much like most of the countries in the world. A lot of them are in the United States. You can filter by, you know, whatever place and region you're in. You can set all that stuff up as an Excel spreadsheet with like all these jobs. So if you guys want that, you're thinking about it, you want to go overseas, we actually help you do it, and you get a free consultation in that $100 membership as well, plus all the other perks. Crazy discounts on events, Discord access, access to the Mafia WhatsApp group, 100%. All that stuff.
Yep. Make sure you guys join the Discord. That's mentuitiondiscord.net. The link is also in the description below. Also, guys, join our Facebook group. We have over 1,000 members now. So make sure you join up. The Facebook group link is in the description below. Also, you can join our Mentuition Mafia YouTube membership. It's only $3.99. If everything else we're explaining to you guys is a little too much, join our YouTube membership. Okay, guys? It's $4 basically, and it'll help us out a lot. Also, guys, check out our website, mentuitionnetwork.com, where you can book a consultation with us, and you can sign up for all the tiers. We even add extra videos and sauce on our website. So check it out, mentuitionnetwork.com, right? Okay, guys, we appreciate you, man. Again, class is officially dismissed. Al, anything else?
Please do not kiss these hoes in the mouth.
Don't kiss these hoes in the mouth.
That's pretty much it.
All
Shout
right.
out to Tyler pulling up.
Yep.
Catch us on the next one. We'll be live again. When will we be live again?
What's today?
Tuesday?
Monday? Probably. Yeah, I gotta play that. Probably, maybe today, guys. Maybe the club will go up on a Tuesday. I'm not sure. But we can try to figure out when we're gonna do it again. Where's my? Here it is. Club going up, chat.
Club going up on a Tuesday.
All right. So maybe we'll go live today on Tuesday, guys. If not, probably Wednesday. We'll let you know. Okay. All right, guys. We appreciate you. Till next time. Adios.